Did you know the Amazon hides a place where no birds sing and no bodies decay? They call it La Quebrada Silenciosa, the Silent Ravine. It is a strip of jungle so dense and so unnaturally still that even the wind seems afraid to breathe there. For centuries, local tribes whispered its name only at night, not out of superstition, but out of respect. Because whatever lives in that ravine, they say it listens. Travelers first reported it in 1912, when a surveying team vanished after setting camp near an uncharted rift in the forest. 3 weeks later, their equipment was found neatly arranged in a circle, their journals stacked as if waiting to be read. But the men themselves were gone. No straged, no tracks, no remains, just a forest holding its breath. Years later, a missionary claimed he had found the ravine. He described the trees leaning inward unnaturally, as though bowing towards something unseen, and said he heard whispers drifting through the canopy. Not wind, not animals, but voices. Voices repeating his name. When he returned to civilization, his hair had turned almost completely white. He died 2 days later, clutching a handful of damp soil from the forest floor. The soil was cold to the touch, even in the Amazon heat. Doctors couldn't explain that part. But the strangest report came from Dr. Elena Ruiz, a field biologist known for debunking rainforest myths. In 1998, she led a team to the coordinates marked in a Spanish explorer's 300-year-old diary. The diary described a valley where shadows do not follow their owners. Elena laughed at the superstition until the malfunction started. Cameras shut off. Compasses spawn. Batteries drained as if something were feeding on them. The deeper they walked, the quieter everything became. No birds, no insects, no breath of wind, just silence thick enough to feel. Her team found bones, but they weren't scattered like an animal kill. They were arranged in perfect spirals, each vertebra placed deliberately, as if by careful, patient hands. One in turn panicked and ran. Elena said he didn't make it 30 meters before something pulled him backward. Not an animal, not a vine, just force, invisible and violent. She never found him. When the remaining team retreated, Elena collected a sample of stone from the ravine wall. It wasn't like any stone known in the region. Smooth, almost polished and warm. Scientists later discovered microscopic scoring marks on its surface, repeated rhythmic patterns like something had been scratching from the inside, trying to get out. The lab tech who analyzed the stone resigned the next day, claiming the scoring marks had shifted, moved, rearranged themselves, as if the stone was rewriting its own story. Elena vanished the following year. Her diary, the only object found in her abandoned tent, contained one final entry. The silence is not empty. It's waiting. Search parties combed the surrounding area, but the jungle looked untouched, as though it had swallowed her whole. Locals refused to join the search. They said entering the ravine twice was an invitation, and the forest always remembers an invitation. In 2019, satellite images captured something unexpected. A dark indentation, miles long, shaped like a tear in the earth, located exactly where the original explorers had disappeared. But when researchers tried to find it on foot, the land was flat, untouched, no ravine, no opening, just trees. Yet the recordings taken during that expedition revealed a faint rhythmic tapping beneath the forest floor, slow, deliberate, like knuckles knocking on wood or on a door. One scientist described it perfectly. It didn't sound like something trapped. It sounded like something waking up. To this day, the tribe still warn outsiders. If you find the place where even the insects refuse to speak, leave immediately. Do not listen to the voices. Do not answer your name when you hear it whispered. And above all, if you feel the ground vibrating beneath your feet, don't look down. Because in the Amazon, some ravines are not carved by water or time, but by something that still moves in the dark. Something ancient, something patient, and something that might not be sleeping anymore.